Our top focus this evening, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu on Friday addressed the 18th Non-Aligned Movement Summit in Baku in Azerbaijan. Naidu condemned Pakistan for raising the Jammu and Kashmir matter on the platform of Non-Aligned Movement Summit. He said that the August forum was misused by Pakistan to justify once again its long-standing policy of conducting cross-border terrorism against its neighbors, including Jammu and Kashmir, which is an integral part of India.
On the subject of terrorism, our thoughts naturally go to its contemporary epicenter, Pakistan. We regret that earlier today afternoon, this August forum was misused to justify once again its long-standing policy of conducting cross-border terrorism against its neighbors, including the state of Jammu Kashmir, which is an integral part of India. Let me make it very clear, it's an integral part of India. Indeed, we speak for the larger region in terms of this deep concern over Pakistan's behavior. All of us in this non-aligned movement are focused on meeting our developmental goals and aspirations. I was hearing the speeches of leader after leader. Everybody is focusing their attention on development. But Pakistan clearly needs to be do much more to earn the confidence of our international community. It must decisively adjure terrorism for its own good, I underline, for its own good, for that of its neighbors and for the good of the world.
Naidu also underscored that India stands ready to play its part. The underlying principle of India's development agenda is through everyone's support for everyone's development and towards everyone's trust. This approach also mirrors the essence of 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development of leaving no one behind.
As always, India stands ready to play its part. The underlying principles of India's development agenda is through everyone's support for everyone's development and towards everyone's trust. Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vikas. That is the basic approach. This approach also mirrors the essence of the 2030 Agenda for the sustainable development of leaving no one behind. A few weeks ago, the United Nations General Assembly, the Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Bhai Modi, outlined how India seeks to collectively make efforts to address these serious challenges facing the world through the new global platforms initiated by India. The Indian vision is a vision of collaborative endeavor for common good of humanity. As the Vedic saying written about 4,000 years ago suggests, I quote, "May our intentions and aspirations be alike so that a common objective unifies us all. That common objective is the welfare of all our citizens. Let us make our movement align with that overreaching objective of improving the quality of life of our people. Let us be aligned with the forces of peace and development."
The theme chosen for the summit is upholding Bandung principles to ensure concerted and adequate response to the challenges of the contemporary world. Vice President said that as we mark the 65th anniversary of the Bandung Principles in 2020 and the 60th anniversary of the establishment of NAM in 2021, we must take this opportunity to introspect and reflect upon the NAM journey and its achievements so far, and what concrete steps we can take to make this movement relevant and effective as it gears up to face the new challenges of the modern world.
In the 6 decades since Bandung and Belgrade, however, the world has undergone a remarkable transformation. Today, we are faced with serious challenges of an interdependent world. Globalization and unprecedented technological advances are shaping the 21st century in unpredictable, often disruptive ways. As we all strive to ensure inclusive and sustainable growth and a better future for our people, we must realize that our destinies are linked like never before. The adoption of the Paris Agreement on climate change and the Global 2030 Sustainable Development Goals represent very milestones importantly in recognizing the interlinkages and interdependence of our actions and their impacts on our planet's health.
Delivering country statement here in Baku in Azerbaijan during the 18th NAM summit, Vice President of India M. Venkaiah Naidu made few suggestions to the world community. One, reforming the United Nations, especially the United Nations Security Council, to make it more representative. He also asked NAM countries to collectively act against the menace of terror. In a stern warning, Vice President Venkaiah Naidu asked Pakistan to do much more to earn the confidence of international community by acting against terror. With camera person Raj Thakur, Raj Kamal Rao, Rajya Sabha TV.